SkyWarn weather with Chief Meteorologist Garry Frank.
Food for thoughts, this day in history, way back in 1977. This, if you can remember, if you can't remember, we'll refresh your memory. Hurricane Doreen, this is where it originated to the southern tip of Baja California and moved up the western part of the coast. And how much rain did we get, specifically in Yuma? Just under a shade of 3 inches in 6 days total as it dissipated. We got a lot of rain. It did a lot of damage with flooding all the way up to Brawley, had the entire area of Highway 111 shut down under floodwaters towards Salton City. But we haven't seen any rain in our areas for several days, but that's just food for thought. We're not seeing any development in the Pacific at this time, and really not any development over the mountainous regions that are typically active near Tucson. All clear towards Wilcox. We're seeing just a little bit in the way of light precipitation, but we're going to continue to see it very dry as we've got this orange dry air, the southwest flow continuing to breathe in a little bit more of that dry air, and that's why our dew points in the 30s throughout the region and even in the 40s, but not much in the way of difference from yesterday. Just a little bit more, but relative humidity values in the 10 to 15 percentile range. That's going to continue, and since we had that dry air, it really allowed us to cool off overnight. 70 El Centro is what our low was, 77 Imperial, 73 in Mexicali, and 76 in Yuma. That was just about the same as last night, and we're going to continue to see at least one more night of lows in the 70s throughout the area before we start to warm up. 106 in El Centro and Imperial. It has not stopped our daytime highs from warming up at all, and our winds are fairly light, between 5 to 10 miles per hour. In fact, look outside at all the blue sky that we had with that dry air with just a little bit of a breeze. We're seeing the trees rocking back and forth just a little bit, but just a bit, and that's what we like to see, just a little bit of a breeze on some of these warmer days. We're going to continue to see that. Regional satellite showing not much in the way of cloud cover either. We're not seeing it anywhere near us. We have to go well off to New Mexico, and well, 102 is what we'll end up at this evening. If you're heading out the door, Welton 100, 104 San Luis, south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, plenty of sunshine. Imperial Valley will see 103 El Centro, south winds 5 to 10 throughout the area. Calexico 103, 104 in Holtville. When we begin our day, 83 southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Switch to the southwest direction by 4 p.m. 109. Plenty of sunshine, clear skies for your middle portion of the week. 79 is what we'll start out at 7 a.m. Southeast winds 5 to 10, 104 by noon, 110. So tomorrow is really the beginning day of our warming trend, and water vapor map showing it on a bigger picture. Here's the high pressure. It's starting to slowly work towards the Tucson region before it ends up stopping and weakening just a little bit. But this is key because it's bringing some of that warmer air we talk about on future pattern. Here's the reds. We're familiar with that being hot, but even more so when I speak of the pinks, that's very warm air aloft, and that's going to be centered right over our region starting on Thursday. And as we work our way towards the weekend, we're going to see that high pressure affect us even more so. Now, as far as sky conditions, Wednesday clear as well. Thursday not showing up on precision cast yet, but I do think there's going to be cloud cover just enough to keep some of our temperatures down. Imperial Valley, not as much. 112 on Thursday, 113 on Friday. That looks to be our warmest day, but we continue that heat into the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, 112 and then 110. Our lows switch from the 70 mark like last night up into the 80s. In fact, 85 on Friday morning in Yuma, up to 112. That's matched on Saturday. We fall back a couple of degrees, but it looks like we are going to really trend into the 110 degree range. Would not be surprised to see at least an excessive heat watch issued for our area in the coming days, and of course we'll keep you up to date. But for now, be prepared for excessive heat, plenty of water, limit that daytime activity in the outdoors away from the afternoon hours.